the provision of that access, the advisory council may recommend whether or not state command or each local government district to wear a different type of uniform. That will be a confusion. Yes, read the section. Read the section. Section 23, sort 3. No, just wait. We are making an input. So I think, Chairman, my observation here, is very fundamental. Let us have a clear description of the uniform, because in that act, they have even made an attempt to describe the nature of the cloth. I think if you read the section, I don't want to bother myself with the long English there, but issue of advisory council authorizing local government A to wear this type of uniform and another local government wear this type of uniform, it will not make sense. Just like we are having the same experience with Zarota now. Zarota, you see them wearing more than 3 types of uniform. You even find it difficult to identify which one is Zarota, which one is not. So it is essential. Hence, the act there has spelled clearly the nature of the uniform to be made. If it is 1 color, let it be. If it is 2 color, let it be. And there should be description of when to wear what and at what time. I think I will stop here.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Alasani Anka, the managing editor of Tender Blog's news agency. Distinguished invited guests, this has been a submission by one of the contributors. So the floor is open for further submissions. Thank you.
My name is Muhammad. I'm the head of legal section of Zamfara Police Command. Mr. Chairman, we share the same stand with the NBA because it was just a few hours ago that the draft bill was handed over to the legal sections for perusal and submission of our response. However, personally, I have an observation that I would like to say something about, particularly Section 5, subsection M, and Section 7, sub 30 of the bill. Mr. Chairman, Section 5, sub M of the bill provides, and I quote, it said the agency on its day-to-day activities shall maintain law and order in any political and social gathering. Mr. Chairman, I think this section plainly contravenes the provision of Section 91 of the Electoral Act, because maintaining law and order in political gathering, Section 91.
Electoral Act
2020. Yes. Because the section solely provides that maintaining law and order in any political gathering and processions is exclusively the responsibility of the security agency established by the federal government. So donating the same power and jurisdictions to state anti-thuggery, I think, contravenes that provisions. Secondly, Section 7, sub 3 also provides that the anti-thuggery officers and men may also use uniforms that are not prohibited by any firearms. So for clarity, for the avoidance of clarity, Mr. Chairman, in the whole Firearms Act, there is no firearms that is not prohibited. There is no firearms that is not prohibited, because the law categorizes firearms into 3: prohibited firearms, personal firearms, and muzzle loading. So any of these firearms, one can only bear them if he has a license. So the prohibited firearms is only the president that can issue firearms license. while that of personal finance is the IG on approval of the president, and the muzzle loading like Dagon, it was the CP of the state that time. So I think the committee should look at this section and redrafted it. I don't even think it is necessary because subsection 2 of the bill takes care of it, because it says that anti-thuggery officers and men shall, subject to provision of the times. That's I think takes care of. So subsection 3 I think is not even necessary, honestly. So finally, I would like to inform the committee that the Zamfara State Police Command will report is written memorandum. That's what I do. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, before you continue, invited guests, I want to announce the arrival of Honorable Nasir Ibrahim Bale, the member representing Gumi West in the State Assembly, a member of this committee. Also with us here is the commandant of the Anti-Thuggery Committee in the State.
Commandant waited. Because the law is ongoing.
You can continue.
Mr. Chairman, my name is Adlugani Abdullahi Bala from the National Human Rights Commission. I second the position of the Nigerian Bar Association because of time frame. And looking at this law, the agency is so broad that it encompasses almost all the laws of the security agencies we have in Nigeria. Police, civil defense, all over. So it needs to be scrutinized so that we can come up with very good contribution towards the making of the law. But that notwithstanding, I have a personal observation. If you go to section 6 of D, it clearly states that in an event of arrest, the arrested person shall immediately transfer to the nearest police station or nearest security agency as the case may be. This connotes that the agency does not have detention facility. And in order not to violate the right of liberty of the arrested person, the needful should be done. But section 7 of C said that the agency will have power to arrest a person who escaped or attempt to escape from lawful custody. Attempt to escape from lawful custody. So I keep thinking, if somebody attempts to escape from police lawful custody, where will the agency be there to institute arrest? Or are you trying to tell us that going around is that they also have a detention facility? I'm very much concerned about this because part of the mandate of national human rights is to audit detention facilities. So if they don't have detention facility and someone that attempts to, where will they be there if they are not spirit?
Since he's not in their custody.
Thank you.
There is contradiction.
What I would like to say is, because this is one of the areas where even a civilian can arrest. So if you saw anybody trying to escape a local custody, you can arrest him. It's one of the areas where even a civilian can make arrest. I think just my submission. Maybe you saw somebody escaping from police station. He's trying to escape from local custody. He can be arrested and
even the civilian can exercise
private patriotism assassination.
So in essence, the agency does not have detention facility.
We do.
The law does not.
No, the commander is saying they do.
So let him explain
I won't
to
have
us.
money on detention now.
He has somebody in detention now.
Presently.
we
are to investigate.
Honestly,
Arrest, investigate, and hand over for further prosecution.
What?
It's not a good area to study this investigation detention. That's not.
But he said they do, and he said he has some people in detention right
Yes,
now.
right.
Well, that's why maybe we'll use the law very well.
I think what we are doing here is trying to fix the things the way it is.
As I said, we have not read the law entirely. So that's why we say we need time. So we submit our written now.
No, we are still collecting memorandum in form of oral or written.
I think that is all.
The chairman.
Chairman, what you do go is someone a time frame, no submission.
Somebody was raising
One
his
gentleman. Yes, thank you. Yes, you are welcome.
Good morning, House. Good morning, sir.
My name is Alaji Akilu Srajo. I'm a Deputy Director of DSS. I'm a Deputy Director of Counterintelligence and Enforcement. I think first and foremost we want to thank the state government for inviting us. I think you are doing the right thing to invite us to hear our opinions. It's just like you observe, we received it this morning. I feel duty bound to come here and hold an invitation. We will communicate to you our observation advices in writing. But meanwhile, we thank all of you for that. So we always, as usual, we are partners in progress. I've been sent here to be part and parcel of Zamfara State and to help all have peace and stability. I will discharge such responsibility without, just like we took an oath, fear or favor. So, inshallah, we will let you know. So what we'll advise is like, it's good from our observation that anything we do in this country should be lawful. So our observation is like, we will advise always. There is need for, just like the state government is doing procedure for everything, it's a very good thing. So we'll advise as always that following the law will lead us to prosperity. So I think before setting all agencies, we'll encourage the state government to have the law before having an agency. Because without having a law and having an agency, it may look as an illegal organization anyway. So I think the State Assembly and the state government are doing the right thing. You have the law, you have the framework, have their functions and responsibilities, then you establish an agency. Anywhere you go, it will be a definite one. So we'll tell you where we think we'll be partners in progress in this, and that we hope and pray that Zamfara will have peace that we all yearn for. Thank you and God bless you.
So, the MBA has spoken.
Yes, but Mr. Chairman, I'm sorry, I came back to put an addendum to what I have said earlier because of the contributions made by some of us who are here. And earlier we have demanded for postponement of this sitting, but I have understood that many of us here have made their own contributions. Yes, some on personal grounds, and I think from what I have observed, it has gone down well with the Honorable House. So what I just want to add now is that just like what my colleagues from the police and the deputy director from the DSS just said that they need time to bring their memorandum. So on behalf of the MBA, we also wish to inform this House that if granted, we are going to submit our own memorandum on this bill. So this is our prayer. And if it is granted by this one committee, I think time frame shall be given from today to so date that we should submit our. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
As it's been practiced and a tradition of any public hearing, after the public hearing is conducted, the time frame is always granted to participants or anyone that even couldn't participate in the public hearing to submit his own memoranda, either in written or in any form that is acceptable by the committee. So this request is granted already. The organizations that seek this request at liberty to submit their own memoranda on or before Monday.
That's good.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's good. Yes.
Yes, all or before.
On it's a good time. Okay. No, somebody's okay.
Education, subsection C, section 3. Hawa Muhammad Dahir.
Name, designation, and organization.
Oh, sorry, sir. Muhammad Amin is my name, and I'm the director, Citizens' Right, the State Ministry of Justice.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. So my own is an observation contained under section 1, subsection 3, precisely at page 3 of the bill. You see the word member there. The last word under interpretation, section 1, subsection 3. Interpretation. Interpretation. Yes, under interpretation. Okay, sorry, section 3. Section 3, sorry.
Section 3.
Yes. You can find this at page 3 of the bill. The word member as interpreted here to mean a registered officer or man of the agency. So looking at the nature of the proposed agency, it is regimental in nature, or it will be regimental in nature, uniform wearing organization.
Yeah.
So therefore, sir, I'm of the view the word member should be changed with the word operative. That's my humble view. It's more appropriate to use the word operative. Word member.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Operative. Sorry.
Thank you. I'm done, sir.
No, thank you.
Is there any other contribution or submission? Personal or official?
I have come to the end of this gathering. Before the chairman's closing remarks, I want to, as a secretary of this committee, say thank you very much. We really appreciate the way you created time out of no time to attend this meeting. As pointed out by the chairman of the Nigerian Bar Association, Musau branch covering Zamfara State, at the early stage of this meeting, even though he looks at it on the negative angle, but I want to say, as far as I'm concerned, this is the best meeting so far I have witnessed in this honorable house. The meeting that invitees received an invitation in the morning.
Yes.
And attend
In full.
in the afternoon. So as far as we are concerned, this is the best.
And rich. And richest.
And one fundamental mistake I have made is not taking attendance in this meeting.
It's what? It's not.
Not taking attendance. So I still want to apologize. That we please need it.
Because evidence that you are holding.
Yes, we need it. with this meeting. So we are very much sorry. We are going to send an attendance and circulation.
He was two.
So,
Name, organization, phone number.
yes, while the attendance is in circulation, I want to crave the indulgence of the chairman of this meeting, Chairman House Standing Committee on Justice and Judiciary, Deputy Majority Leader of this Honorable House, to once again send a closing remark to the members of this meeting.
Thank you very much. Distinguished invited guests, on behalf of Zamfara State House of Assembly, under the able leadership of Right Honorable Speaker Nasir Ma'azu Magara, I want to appreciate you for honoring this invitation, even though it reaches most of you late. But it was rightly said by the last speaker that you have attended in full. The Honorable House wishes to extend its appreciation for this, and I want to assure you that even though it's not always must that a public hearing or a meeting of this nature is conducted before a bill is passed, but we consider, given the importance of this very law, the importance of this subject, we consider it imperative at any using the best possible opportunity we have to summon this meeting. It is out of the desire of this committee to carry stakeholders along in this noble cause of managing security, of reducing the menace of security breaches in our state. It is not a news that the Zamfara State's fragile security situation is always alarming. So it is always important for us at the level of the state executive, the state legislature, and of course, judiciary, to put hands together, and other relevant security agencies and organizations like the human rights, the press, to put hands together so that we can contribute our own quota in seeing that we reduce this menace to a minimum level. So I want to assure you that this input that has been received now and the other inputs in form of a memoranda that will be submitted will be utilized by the committee as a tool in preparing our reports and submit to the House for onward passage of this bill into law. The President's House Assembly is always a friend to organizations of these likes, and we are always ready to partner with these organizations in seeing that we conduct a fruitful legislative engagement. Thank you. I wish everyone safe back to your respective destination. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.